sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun, focus on things that you can get better at each day.
You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros,
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
and there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans.
They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
Nine. Conservative approach, comes to the net. Volley winner, they're gonna run it out. They're gonna do it just off that. Outriders are stunned. Down the line, Hewitt responds. Busamuka gets there. Miscommunication, Tanya went off the left, and that's gonna do it!
Oh my goodness, no way.
Signal to King, King tosses up. Big to the nut, forehand, and she misses it, and the Freaks are gonna run it out! And it goes for the lob. They need to play this, they need to go for the winner. They need to go for the winner to tie it up, and she slaps it! She's found his net! She read the point! What an intelligent play by Cabezas! Inferno needed 2.
Need 2 points. Oh, they're gonna miss. Yeah, the Ridge are just gonna miss this.
And it is Team Ridge who get it done.
Down the line!
Oh my gosh!
A 2-pointer from Hewitt!
At 158, Hewitt on the serve. King into the net, and the arc belongs to the smash in dramatic fashion.
They're gonna need a clean winner to go quick. Flores signals to Lacoste. She went for it massively, and that's gonna do it. They are fired up here.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
Intense is brought to you by Emory Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of Intense. It all comes down to tonight, and you get to have a front row seat to the biggest night of the regular season. 2 of the best teams in the league will battle it out for the final spot in the Intense Championship weekend as the high-flying Sting take on the big hitting Smash. Who will be able to handle the moment and the pressure as these teams lay it all on the line for one final time, for one final spot? You look at championship weekend, July 31st, the semifinals. Inferno and Outriders, they are in. They are watching this to find out where the Freeze will go, who already are in, and then who will be in for the Smash and the Sting. So a lot's going to be moving for these final spots, and then championship will happen on August 1st, 7 p.m. Hello, everyone. I'm J.Y. Abone, Maria Mateus, and Maria, the pressure's on, the nerves are high. We finally get to see who can handle the moment.
And what an honor and a privilege for us to be here. How lucky are we to have had the season that we've had and to reach the end of the regular season right now. Everything on the line. Sting, Smash, whoever wins goes to the playoffs. What a night ahead.
And we look at these 2 teams, the Sting and the Smash, just very different seasons and how they've gotten here. But for the Sting, they're going to be looking at Finn Murgett to see if they can carry the weight.
They absolutely will. He scored 56 points last arc they played, and he has the most momentum for Sting because of how unafraid he is to move at the net, to step in, to get up there, to look for those 2-pointers that we have here at Intense for winners. I just love the teammate that he is and the firepower that he brings to every single arc every time he is on that court. On the other side of the net for the smash, there's Elmar Ayupovic, a leader for that team. He is now number 2 in that MVP race on the men's side. He's plus 68 on the season, and just the man that he has been for his team, and just movement at the net, the power. We saw him play 12 points, 1 arc, 12 minutes in a row. He is just outstanding.
They won't be able to do it alone with the unlimited substitutions, the 12 minutes max singles rules, women's doubles, mixed doubles. We'll see who can back up their superstar players. When we come back, the final spot is on the line.
Beautiful Assembly Studios.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense.
But first things first.
Forget everything you know about regular tennis.
Because Intense is built different.
Faster pace,
Bigger energy.
With teams battling it out from start to finish.
You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
So let's break it down for you.
To start, every team has 8 pros,
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc, and you can think of it like one giant team showdown. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
All stacked together in one running team score.
So even if one ball ends,
The pressure doesn't.
every point carries over until the final buzzer.
Now for the serving rules. That's where things get wild.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points, and play is at the server's pace.
So turn your back, you might get burned.
No waiting around, no resetting the vibe, and yes, we do play less.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions, so if a player needs to catch their breath,
Or if a coach wants to change up the strategy, there are substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
the scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, you, the super loud fans. You will never get shushed.
First of all, that's rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Second of all,
We want you to act like actual sports fans.
and we want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team, like Ridge,
the Outriders.
Like the altitude. Like the smash. Like the rips.
Fortune.
Freeze.
Inferno.
Sting.
Like Team Rise.
Or if you want to cheer against your rivals,
We're here for it.
Bring it on.
So now you know the Intense rules.
But the only way
Sold out crowd here inside Intense Arena to watch the final spot in the championship weekend being played for right now. But as we wait for the action to get started, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Centerline Athletics.
Sophia Rocci has a serve-led and doubles and mixed doubles heavy team here with William Bushimuka, Adriana Rami, Delana Hewitt. Huge serves. They're going to be all over that net, and that man in the MVP running, Elmar Ayupovic, as well as on Team Sting, Natalie Pluskota-Hamburg has quite the lineup with Will Nolan and Finn Merget and their big hitting power, as well as Jessica Hinojosa, who just makes so many balls. Masha Davtien, she hasn't had a lot of action this season, but I'm sure if she needs to be, she's going to be extremely ready to be out on the courts. And that #1 overall draft pick on the women's side, Tatiana Sasnouskaya. But a special Charlie Aguilar is courtside with the 3rd member of our team, Kelly Kroll.
Thanks a lot, Maria. Well, it is no secret what is on the line tonight, Charlie. Win and in the playoffs. How does the team feel right now? What is the vibe within your huddle?
Yeah, we've been aware, of course, of the whole situation in our conference. Obviously, if Freeze would have lost yesterday, then we would have been in. But as soon as Freeze won yesterday, I told the team I would rather be. I love this position we're in. I wouldn't want it any other way. So that's how we're gonna get it done, and we're not gonna wait on any bolts or anything. We're just gonna go out there and try to win the whole thing.
Love that. You thrive under the pressure. We love to hear that. Hey, the last time you saw them, it was a 1-point arc, and it came down to the final point. What do you guys have to do tonight to pull it out again?
Yeah, I think we wanna start strong, right? So we want to get a good start with women's singles, then try to get it going in singles, and then probably get a good advantage going into doubles. But yeah, I think we're all confident, whether it's singles, whether it's doubles. We're a very united team. We're a family. That's what we said. And ultimately, we're going to go out swinging and yeah, hopefully come out with a swing.
We love it, Charlie. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you, Kelly. And to get things started, let's go down to Sebastian Nunez for the coin toss, who has Dr. Neil Jayanti from Emory Sports Medicine.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intense. Tonight we have host team Smash, away team Sting. We're going to start with the ladies singles. Sting, you get the call. Heads or tails? Heads is the call. It's tails. It's Team Smash to serve.
Thank you, Dr. J. And it's showtime! Sting versus Smash. Jessica Hinojosa on the near side, leading the way. Delaney Hewitt in on the far side. The big hitter for the Smash. Everything on the line for the Sting and the Smash. Win or go home. The Sting, if they win, they will clinch that #1 seed. For the Smash, they not only need to win, they need to win 4 of the 7 bolts as well. So a lot of pressure riding on them, and they will get things rolling with Delaney Hewitt instead of Stad Barbarito Nova, who led things last time, got them down 7-0, a very questionable decision. We have 2 10-minute women's singles bolts, men's singles after, all 3 doubles formats. Let's go.
And what a start by Delaney Hewitt on the Smash with a 2-pointer right away. 2 pointers for winners here at Intense. And they find both of these coaches tonight. I'm not thinking about how many bolts are going to win. I'm thinking I want to win every single bolt tonight.
And we'll see what we're going to see from Delaney Hewitt. We know Jessica Hinojosa is going to be solid all the way through. From Hewitt, which one are you going to see? Are you going to see the one that racks up the most +2s like she has been all season? Or are you going to see that negative performance like happened a couple of nights ago where she doesn't defend well, the +2s go against her team, and things really run away?
Delaney is very high volume and power, but also very high risk. There's high risk, high reward, but when it's uncontrollables, that's when everything starts spraying. So we need to see controlled tennis from her, play within herself. But she still gets a lot of power even if she's within herself. Whereas Jessica Hinojosa is going to be all over the court. She's going to hit heavy balls. She's going to run around. She's going to get every single ball back to put Delaney to the test.
And someone who's going to be fired up is Max Benson, the Ginger Ninja. He's not active tonight on the roster, but he will be in it the entire time, screaming, yelling, maybe even a little bit of taunting, anything he can do to impact not just the positivity for his team, but the negativity for the Smash. The Sting have a 5-3 lead, 8 minutes remaining, and there is Max Benson, locked in, ready to go.
No matter where you are on this court tonight, it takes every single person on the team making an effort, being in there 150%.
5-5, and for the Sting, what's been really interesting for a team that's 5-2, first in their division, is that when you look at cumulative points scored throughout the entire season, they've only won 4 extra points. So you know they played tight, and they've had some really exciting arcs throughout the entire season. But what's also very interesting are the performances from top to bottom from these players. It's a different player stepping up every single night.
And every player has improved so much on both of these teams. So far, I'm absolutely loving the energy, and there is no option but to have energy.
Big return by Hewitt, but I think the good sign, even though she missed that return a couple nights ago when she was missing returns, they were sailing up. She wasn't getting her weight forward and getting it to drop. That one had a better trajectory. That serve does not. Only one serve at Intense, 14 seconds in between points. 2 points if you hit a clean winner. The Smash of the team that take care of that the most. The Sting are the ones that they don't get to that part until it really gets to doubles. In the singles, it's the way they construct points, it's the strategy matchups, and then the intelligence that they bring.
Well, and Sting is also extremely return dependent, and it's not because they don't have enough serves made in the court. they just don't have so much power on their serves.
Tanya Sasnouskaya, who's been the #1 overall female pick this season, she's getting a little bit less playing time in singles. She's been recovering from that meniscus injury. Hinojose has been solid from start to finish. She won't give you those plus 25 nights, but she's got a great base level of tennis that is very reliable on a huge night to get things started.
And Tanya Sasnouskaya has been very beneficial in very important times. We have a substitution here. Adriana Rayami is in for the snatch for the first time tonight.
The North Carolina State alumni, I like that because a lot of times when Hewitt goes over a certain amount of minutes, things really drop off and they drop off hard. She's good in 2 to 4 minute bursts, and then that's it. And so this is a nice change from the smash.
We've seen that throughout this season, that when she first comes in, actually after a break, she plays a lot better, whereas most people after a break will feel a little bit low energy, a little bit cold, but she actually does a lot better. And now T comes in for Team Sting, completely different matchup now.
And the last time the Sting played, we saw Tanya playing her most aggressive tennis she played the entire season. So clearly her knee is starting to play better. She was very hesitant throughout the season, not loading and pushing off that knee and accelerating, and she's looking very good right away.
Looks excellent. Very, very good first point back. The depth that she's able to get on her shots. And I really like the mix that she uses with that slice and stepping in. I'd like to see both of these girls look to come into the net, overhit that one a little bit, Tanya, but try and get into the net. Look for those 2-pointers.
Last time Tanya played, the Sting beat the Fleas 182-152. That was a big in-conference win. And then Tanya Sasnouskaya, 9 2-pointers, plus 8 and a plus minus. Serve goes off the net, plus 2. We play that intense.
And we absolutely do not apologize at Intense. You take every single 2-pointer that you can get.
Slice defense by Sasnouskaya. Rihanna tries to put her on the run, had the opening. 13-12, Sting have a 1-point lead. Good inside-out forehand. That's going to be a point back to the smash. They're all tied up. After the entire season, the Sting 5-2, the smash 4-3. Really impressive for the smash, going 0-2 to start the season and put themselves in a position where if they win and the tiebreakers go their way, they are in. But to bring it down to the final arc of the season, the pressure is on for both of these teams.
And something that I'm really enjoying seeing right now is Team Smash. Elmar Ayupovic is making every person on his team bounce around, have energy. I saw him say energy, energy. And that's great to see from the sideline.
Well, they got a lot of energy on the sideline, but right now on the court, it's Sasnouskaya that has a little better energy than Riami. 2-point lead, moving her side to side, sets up the approach, goes back down the line, off the line.
She almost had it.
Riami wanted that ball to be out, but nope. Electronic line calling called it in. She'll take a seat, cue it back in. Let's see how she performs after her short break. Do not want to give up those faults to a player that's just coming in.
And that's the type of forehand that is just so incredible from Delana Hewitt. She's able to get it off the court so well. Still a safe forehand. She's not going crazy on it. She's able to give herself those chances to step in. And what a serve! 2 points. Ace, thank you very much.
Smash retake the lead up by 1. Hewitt catching a little bit of fire. She goes for it again. This time Sasnouskaya is ready. Good topspin forehand cross court, but the depth from Sasnouskaya. She can attack once again. She does. Hewitt moving much better in defending tonight than 2 nights ago. Great points by both players. Plus 2 for the Sting. But that is a lot of good movement by Hewitt, something we haven't seen her do this season. Good sign for her team, even though they're down by 1.
Phenomenal, just shows how much she wants it, but way too good from Sasnouskaya there. able to get a couple points back-to-back now, and we see Coach Natalie for the Sting actually saying, hey, slow it down, slow it down. No need to rush.
Coach Hamburger's one of those coaches that will give as much coaching as you can. Short and sweet, but consistent and in there the entire night. Hewitt comes forward, inside-out approach. Just missed it wide, but the interesting part that you see from Hewitt as well, walking faster in between points. A sense of urgency from the very beginning. She understands what this moment is. Misfiring now. Are we going to get a substitution? Coach Rachi maybe gave that signal. Round is bouncing and ready.
Well, and last time these two teams played, it was a 159-158 win for Team Sting. So it could not have been any closer.
And that was very early in the season. The second one for the Smash, third for the Sting. And so the Smash are still working on their lineup, trying to figure things out. So this is a very different team. But the Sting have also figured out a lot of things as well. So we'll see which coach and which players will show up. Final 40 seconds here. Another women's singles vote will come up after. Men's singles then, and then all three doubles formats to finish. The Smash would love for it to try to come down again in mixed doubles. They're the best mixed doubles team in the league with Delaney Hewitt on the court. Backhand sails long, Sting up by 4.
Coach Natalie, again, slowing it down. We've seen a change from the beginning of the season towards the end now. Everyone's taking their time. They're not rushing with that 14-second serve clock.
Sliding defensive forehand. Hewitt go back behind her. She gets the +2. 23-21. 3, 2, 1. Hewitt wants another one. She gets that toss-up. Goes out wide. Rushed it. Was it worth it? Probably not. 24-21. Sting with a lot of energy going into that break. They are up by 3 with championship weekend on the line. When we come back, can they follow up with that, or will we see a better Smash?
If you live for the game,
then you know Sports Talk isn't a solo act.
it's a debate.
And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app,
Find your favorite local sports radio station,
and use the talkback feature to vent about that blown call.
go crazy over that miracle victory,
And your voice
could be heard next to mine.
or mine
Or ours. This is your chance
to be part of your favorite local sports shows.
and podcast.
Your team,
Your voice,
your network.
the iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Goes down the line, he feels it.
Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league
You know, shaky mustachio man.
on the planet live.
Argonaut approaches. Ciolina's ready as well. +2. This was incredible.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
The last time these two teams came up at it, it came down to the final point. The serve came off the net, the reflex here, and then Sasnouskaya is able to put away the high volley. Just the effort by Smash to bring it back. They were down by 17, but the Sting still took it, and just a big one for the Sting, because now that really impacted tonight in the standings. As you look at the Sting are 5-2, Smash 4-3. So even if the Smash win, you got a 3-way tie at 5-3, but it's the tiebreakers that they need to get into that second or first spot. They need to win 4 of the bolts, not just the arc. And there's Coach Hamburg, who's done an incredible job managing the team this season. As we've said, we haven't had one player just make those +20, +30 nights like the Smash have had with Ejupovic, Hushamuka, or Hewitt. These teams average +1, +2, -1 throughout the entire season. It's just somebody different showing up at a different time. And that's Coach Hamburg understanding who is doing well when and then putting them in more. And that team being humble enough to understand and trust it.
It is so interesting because both of these teams are just so different to the core. Smash can do incredible things, but also have seen them play some pretty bad tennis where Sting has been pretty consistent overall. When they've lost, they've been beat, whereas Smash, when they've lost, they've beaten themselves.
Guys, was listening to Coach Rachi here in the timeout in between bolts. When it comes to Delana and coming out in this bolt, Maria, you'll really appreciate this. We know how much power she gets behind that forehand, but it was really kind of about timing and striking the ball, right? And so we've seen some really good footwork from her, despite that serve right there. Some really good footwork from her coming into the court and certainly striking, because that forehand is just, oof, look out.
Well, and I lived with Delana and trained with her in Charleston, and that's exactly it. If she is physical and she puts all her body weight into the ball, she becomes a much better tennis player than when she's not moving. So it's good to see the intent that she has tonight.
26-26, all tied up. Hewitt swinging very well, but Sasnovskaya also, look what she's able to bring on the biggest night of the season. This is her best tennis, countering some big-time hitting from Hewitt.
Something I'd love to see is even a change of pace from Hewitt. I'd like to see a higher ball to the Sasnovskaya backhand, and then trying to take a step in. Sometimes if you just go bang, 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 someone's going to end up missing and be too wild with it.
Good serve out wide to set up the open court. She chooses to go behind her, and Sasnovskaya could not get her feet set. Smash up by one. These teams are trading leads. Big serve right at the Sasnovskaya forehand. Jam her. Point again for the smash. Up by two. Men's singles will be coming up after this. We'll see a combination of Elmar Ujipovic, Benjamin Locke. Elmar Ujipovic, one of the leading MVP candidates. If he gets hot, he can play 12 minutes in a row. The thing for them will be, how do they find Benjamin Locke in there? There's a max singles time. So we'll see how Coach Rachi balances it out. And then for this thing on the other side, Finn Murgett and Juan Carlos Aguilar, they're going to try to step in. For now, Hewitt, big time backhand there, 31-28.
What a way for her to step in here. Incredible angle, found the opening that she needed. I am also interested, JY, to see if Elmar is going to start tonight. We've seen him start almost every single night, but we have chatted about how maybe starting Ben Locke is going to keep him warm for longer and actually produce better tennis out of him, rather than Elmar playing for so long and then Ben Locke coming in a little bit cold.
There, you asked for Hewitt to have the change of pace. Sasnovskaya gives a change of pace, and for a big hitter, that can definitely mess them up. Sasnovskaya, good slice, and now Adriana Riami is going to be in for Hewitt. Hewitt still has some time remaining in singles that she can play, but going to give her a break and keep her in those short bursts.
Love the depth on these balls from Tanya. Great drop shot. Good movement from Adriana.
Covering the reflex, the volley open court.
What a point.
Two for the smash.
Incredible stuff.
The anticipation to read where it's going. Sasnovskaya could not find the opening. Smash, 5-point lead now. Their biggest so far. Jessica Hinojosa will come in. Kick serve out wide. Hinojosa off the back foot. Riami will take advantage. Steps inside. Forehand inside out. One for the sting.
And that's good purpose there. Just go for bigger targets. A lot of the times, even if you go big down the middle, if you're Adriana Riami, tough position to be in for Hinojosa.
Good backhand down the line. Hinojosa defending very well. Corner to corner. Riami cannot find the offensive opportunity, so she won't have to look for it. Hinojosa will hit that routine backhand in the net. One serve only, point sting.
Coach Rachi also so aware that every single point counts here at Intense. If you are outside your team's box and you get hit by a ball, you lose 2 points. She just asked her team to all come inside the box, to not even be at risk for that.
Good forehand down the line. Riami will try to neutralize with the slice. Catches the back line. Backhand down the line. Look at that 1-2 combo +2.
This is the best tennis we've seen from Rami all season. Wow.
Forehand coming right back. Smash up by 5. Power for power is trading. Joseph steps forward, but just couldn't get it to come up and down. And Daktian coming in, she actually has the best plus-minus efficiency for the team. Now, she doesn't play too many minutes, but at +3.5 per night, she is reliable.
She is, and she's extremely aggressive. She has such a compact swing on both sides, and she tries to step in as much as she can. What's going to be important here is how cold is she coming in? She hasn't played at all tonight.
Drop shot to bring Rami in. She's going to get there. Probably better that it was into the net because the backhand passing shot was wide open for 2. Point for the Sting. Smash up by 6. +2 backhand back.
Oh, she's absolutely on fire with that backhand down the line. Barely any net clearance there. Look at that, grazed the net.
Good job opening the court by Daktian. Smash will maintain the 7-point lead. 2.5 minutes remaining before men's singles will take the court. Hewitt is ready at any moment to jump in. They need to close the gap before they get Elmar Ejipovic on the court.
Love how low Masha stays through the ball. Gets all the way down with her knees.
It's difficult with the grip that Rami has. More towards the eastern side. As soon as that ball gets a little bit above the shoulder, to try to go down the line or inside out, it's a very uncomfortable shot. Sasachkaya and Hewitt both substituting in. 44-37, final 2 minutes. Big forehand down the line, +1 smash. Championship on the line, and both teams are putting in their best female players that give them the best chance in the biggest moment. Fault for Hewitt, could not get that service motion rhythm going well.
And already 7 faults tonight from her. She will absolutely want to clean that up once they get into the doubles.
Saw the opening, couldn't hit it. Big breath of sigh of relief from the Sting.
Going for too much. I know she wants to be aggressive. She's going for way too much, but I like how determined she looks. And Tanya just calm, just steady. Wow, what a ball and what fire after that 2-pointer.
Stinger within 3, making a push with his final minute remaining. Hewitt will go big inside in, but the sliding defense from Sasachkaya opens up the court, +1 smash. Final 50 seconds, more important, I think, for this Sting before Ejipovic takes the court.
Sting can sneak in a lead here. Tough feet, but like that, definitely helps. They're putting Adriana Rami back in, trying to go for flat, down the line backhands again. Get them the win for this bolt for the smash.
Smash need to win 4 bolts and the arc to win the tiebreaker, so this is very important for these 20 seconds. Hewitt had hit her 12 minutes max singles mark, so Rami will have to finish. They will replay the point. There was an inadvertent call by the electronic line calling, so they will go after it again. Max Benson furious, but we did hear that call, so we'll go back and we'll play another point. Big forehand inside out, and that'll do it. That'll lock in the first bolt of the night. Still a lot more to play out to see if they can win it, but that's a big step forward for them, up by 6, Maria.
And both of these teams understanding the assignment, if you will, JY. They have come out and they've shown out, and everyone's playing so well. Specifically, Adriana Rami. She's played incredible tennis. way more incredible tennis coming up.
Welcome to Intense. This isn't traditional tennis. It's faster, louder, and built for non-stop action. You think you know tennis? Yeah, not like this. So how do you play exactly? Well, let me break down the rules for you. Teams are mixed with 8 pro players, 4 men and 4 women on each team. Real squad energy with a coach leading the way. Matches? Yeah, we call those arcs, and they're played in 7 10-minute non-stop bursts that we call bolts. Each arc, remember, it's what we call a match. It's made up of 2 men's singles bolts, 2 women's singles bolts, 1 men's doubles bolt, 1 women's doubles bolt. We always finish things off with 1 mixed doubles bolt. Now, we'll get into the scoring nitty-gritty in a minute. Just know that scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score when the last buzzer sounds wins the arc. So Intense is a full team showdown. Every player, every bolt, every point matters. Let's talk serving. It's 1 toss, 1 serve only. So if you miss that toss, you miss that serve, you lose the point. The server controls the pace during a 14-second server clock. The returner doesn't have to be ready. Turn your back, you suffer the consequences. We keep it moving, we keep it fast. For lets, we play them. No resets, it's all about rhythm, pressure, and energy. Now, for that scoring nitty-gritty, it's simple. 1 point per rally unless a player hits a clean winner. That counts for 2 points. So if you take the calculated risk of going for 2, you reap the reward if you hit it just right. I'm almost done. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. Substitutions. Oh yeah, they can happen at any time. Because with this much action, sometimes players need a breather. And each team, they get 5 timeouts per arc. Crucial when a team needs a momentum shift or they want to stop the one that their opponents are having. Let's not forget about you, the fans. Intense keeps things going with the fastest play you've ever seen. And the best part, you'll never be told to be quiet. It's a full-on loud and proud tennis experience from start to finish, so go ahead and get loud. Now it's official. You're all ready to experience the next big thing in sports. Welcome to Intense, tennis turned up. Enjoy the show.
We're here at Druid Hills for a family fun night.
Focusing on the small details, that's what helps me lock in and block out all the noise.
Tennis is a sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun, focus on things that you can get better at each day.
You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
This is pro tennis built different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
More exciting than we want to hear from you. Look at the screen.
Intense is brought to you by Emory Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of Intense. Sold out crowd here inside the Intense Arena. Smash with a big win in that bolt, 49-43. Still need to win 3 more bolts and the rest of the arc to get into championship weekend. And Delana Hewitt bringing a different kind of energy tonight than what we saw a couple nights ago. Moving, defending, hitting, doing a great job. And then she caught up with Kelly Kroll.
All right, Delana, you knew this was going to be a tight one from the start to the finish. How do you feel after women's singles bolts?
I think I feel pretty good. I know we have to go in there and fight for every point. They're not just going to give it to us. And I think our team deserves to be in the playoffs, and we're going to fight till the last minute. We feel good.
Tell me a little bit about heading into men's singles, what you're hoping to see from your guys.
I'm hoping to start out strong. I think we're going to start Elmar for singles, and he's been great starting, so our faith is in Elmar for right now.
I saw you walk over, you got your own cheering section over here. That's got to be nice. Who's in the house tonight?
I'm not even sure.
Just rooting for you.
Just fans of Team Smash, and I'll take anything I could get.
How about the environment? This is pretty awesome.
No, this is great. It's so fun. It's like loud. It's nothing like a real tennis match. It's so fun.
Well, Delana, thank you so much, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Well, at least this isn't a Coldplay concert.
Big smiles and energy as they take that first bolt. And now it's the men's court, and we'll see Elmar Ejipovic going up against Finn Murgett. Maria, you talked about it in the pregame.
Sure did, and both of these players are our highlight players. They have so much firepower, and they've done so much for their teams. So I'm very interested to see who gets ahead quickly in these men's bolts.
And I want to see how Edjupovic is going to handle the moment. 2 nights ago, they were in full control of their destiny, and he definitely did not look like the best version of himself. Had some +2 openings, went for too much because he came in when they were down, and the pressure was solely on his shoulders in that moment, and just could not play his best tennis. They fought very well, but let's see if we get a better version of himself, especially closer to the one that had the +32 night performance a couple weeks ago.
This one I saw is good. I saw this one's good.
Sebastian Nunez overruling that call, saying
this one
it
inside
was
the line.
in, giving the point to the smash. Sting obviously not happy it is on the far sideline, but Coach Nunez saw it, he called it. Edjupovic, no shock, he agrees. Up by 7, here he serves.
We can see Murgit waiting for the serve inside the line, which is so impressive considering how good Elmar Ejupovic's serve is. Elmar thought that return was long, but you got to play it. You have to play the point no matter what. Play every ball.
50-45. Edjupovic going really far back. Nobody does it better than him in this league, starting all the way back and then finding his way forward to play aggressive. A lot of times people think you can only play offense being on top of the baseline. He uses the entire court and the entire wingspan in his strokes. Murgit taking that back in on the rise. That goes long, 7-point lead smash.
And I like the aggression that Murgit is playing with. I think he has to be careful, though, not to take the ball too early, actually, especially with how heavy Ejupovic's shots are. It works a lot better if it's a flatter ball. You can take it right off the bounce, but Elmar's ball really jumps out at you.
Murgit, the Brit that played at Auburn University, understands how to play in a team format. Had a lot of great years there alongside his teammate Will Nolan that also played with him, and they're teamed up again here for this thing. And that side of the court for Murgit's going to be very important. That makes it or breaks it for him. That forehand side, that big swing, when he connects, unbelievable. When it's not there, it can really fall off, and that's where they'll have to look to Aguilar to come in. Smash up 54-46.
It's electric here tonight. The fans, we've got sold out. We're packed arena tonight, and both of these teams know exactly what it takes to be in the playoffs, and they have not disappointed so far.
Great forehand down the line. Edjupovic sliding, couldn't get it back in. 7 minutes remain in this bolt. The Smash need to win 4 bolts plus the overall arc. Bolts in the 10-minute sessions that these players are playing in. So they need to win not just the overall arc, but the tiebreakers as well to get in. This thing, they just need a win, and they will be in first place. Freeze will get to second place.
And again, both of these teams don't need to be counting bolts. They just need to come out and say, we want to take every single bolt.
Mixing up that serve. He had gone short kick to the backhand so many times. Caught Murgit off guard, going right at the forehand. Tried to change it up again, but you understand that if you don't hit it right, Murgit's going to crush it, so he went for too much.
Especially on that forehand. He has somewhat of a big swing, Murgit, but he's able to time it very, very well and just rocket it.
No need for Murgit to miss that serve. Edjupovic is all the way at the back fence. He's not going to hit a winner from there. He might hit a good shot. He's going to be in the point.
It was one of those where he really didn't accelerate on it. He actually tried to hit too soft of a serve, too safe. That's when you end up missing.
Great return, but Edjupovic still finds himself neutral. Goes forehand cross court. Murgit sliding plus one smash. That will go over. Can he get there? No. Sting loving that +2 as Aguilar will get to come in.
Light court two-pointers are always welcome here at Intense. You take every two-pointer you can get. Another light court there. We play Let's here.
Well, we have to wonder for the Smash. So Ejupovic just like playing 12 minutes in a row. When he gets in a good rhythm, he likes to go all the way. But the Sting already has a substitution. They'll have two players that are warm and ready to go. Locke is sitting on the sideline. He's going to have to come in against somebody that is warm when he's cold. So that's difficult. He's itching to get in. We'll see how Coach Ratchi will handle it as the Smash are only up 5 now. Serving volley by Aguilar. Volley goes behind him. +2.
Well, and Ejupovic hasn't been playing that well tonight. He's not playing as well as we've seen him play. And Ben Locke actually has racket in hand, but too good from Charlie Aguilar. Excellent volley.
Look at that change up. +2. MVP move, understanding it's time to change it up, get inside of the baseline. The Sting were the players taking the offense to him and keeping him on the back foot, not allowing him to get into rhythm. This time, he forced the rhythm. 61-55 Smash. They're putting Ejupovic on his back foot after serve so much. Great job returning by the Sting.
And sometimes I feel like that's a bailout shot for Ejupovic, and we see Ben Locke now in for Ejupovic. This is the first time in a couple arcs now that Ejupovic hasn't played 12 minutes in a row, but I like to see his body language. He's still extremely positive, cheering on. And look at that start from Ben Locke. Excellent return.
Not only a big forehand to start, that's the biggest forehand he's hit the entire season. That's what everybody's been waiting for. Come on, man, you're 6'6", 6'7". Let it out. He finally does with the biggest moment on the line for his team. 63-56. Aguilar responds. This is the type of tennis you expect to see from the top 2 teams in the league.
Return. I don't think he was ready for such a good ball to come back after that return, but this is a return showdown right now.
Big shot down the middle. Aguilar will guide it to the sideline. Both of these teams must be really happy with what they're seeing from their players.
It's one of those things where you have to put everything on the line. You got to be both feet in from every single player on the team, and win or lose, at the end of the day, you got to be happy with what you put out there.
65-59, Ben Locke stepping up, +1 as he gets things started. This is going to be really helpful so that Ejupovic can take a break and come in with some big-time minutes.
Wow, what a return.
Risky serve and volley by Locke, did not hit his spot. Aguilar punished. Aguilar's trying to serve and volley inside out.
Out of control. And Charlie's such a good doubles player, but playing incredible in the singles. And we got a timeout called.
Coach Ratchi calling a timeout. Even though her team is up 3 in the Bolt, they are down 19-16. They need to win the arc and 4 bolts. So that's final minute and 40 seconds. Very important for them.
Well, and she knows exactly what's on the line, and she knows exactly what it takes. So I can understand her stress. I hope that she can be nice and calm when she's talking to her players, but at the same time, try to motivate them too.
Each team gets 5 timeouts they can use throughout the entire night, but you can only use 2 per arc. So how Coach Ratchi and Coach Hamburg manage it will be very important to help stop momentum. This is very different than traditional tennis where you can do that. Aguilar will sneak in. Locke, good job reading that, chopping it down low with the slice. Big serve by Locke. Backhand down the line. He comes in.
Wow.
Not a good approach, actually. The spot wasn't good, but his presence was enough to force Aguilar to overhit.
And exactly like you mentioned, his presence, we haven't seen this presence from him yet this season.
Final minute, 67-63 of this men's singles bolt. Sting up 20-18. Smash need to win 4 of these. They got 1. 2019 now, so it's not just the overall score. They need the tiebreakers. Even if they win tonight, there will be a 3-way tie, and they will come down to all the tiebreakers. Final 40 seconds. Locke with the big kick to the Aguilar backhand. Open stance. Aguilar will use the slice to stay calm. Slice right back. Runs around forehand inside out. The bolt is tied up. 20-20. Final 25 seconds.
And it is absolutely electric in here.
Kick into the body. Short ball comes in. Approach inside in.
Wow.
If he is smart, he will not play this point. Let the clock run out. Take the bolt. Take the lead. And that will do it. Smart coaching to get him aware of the clock. 70-63, but that's the second bolt for the Smash, inching their way closer. The Sting, all they need to do is just win overall, so they don't care so much about the bolt. They know one big bolt can do it. When we come back, second men's singles bolt for the final championship spot.
Time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Last the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fins.
They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
Let's fight for every point. We don't give them anything. Nothing. Fight. Be united. Be a team and play for each other. All right?
Hands as well.
I got 2 mics.
Oh, shit.
She's sorry.
No.
She's sorry.
I
have to send you the Allen Iverson interview from like a decade ago. He's in the interview and he says practice in the interview. Like, we're talking about game? We're talking about practice like 100 times in the interview. I'll send it, just freaking hilarious. Hey, look at me. Look at me. First of all, take a deep breath. Second of all, 0 doubt. You're too good. Don't doubt yourself. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Yes. 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 Let's go. Let's go.
The Mike Damone presented by iHeartRadio. Big time energy from Coach Amber.
I absolutely love it from both teams, and I like the lightheartedness from both coaches. Again, they understand this is a stressful situation. They're making the light of a stressful situation. Excellent coaching from both ladies.
You know, what's been really interesting, the Smash now 70-66, but Tyler Stice is in the crowd. So Tyler Stice, teammate of Finn Murgett and Will Nolan when they were at Auburn a couple nights ago when the Smash had full control of their destiny to try to get into championship weekend. It was the altitude, Tyler Stice's team, that came in and gave a tough night for Elmar Ojupovic. And Tyler Stice, he's been coaching up Finn Murgett there. He's been his biggest cheerleader every time he's been coming out. Best friends right there trying to help him in a huge night for his team.
Talk about energy. Tyler Stice has all of it. So he's going to instill energy in his lifetime teammates.
Benjamin Locke stays in. So what the Smash look like they're going to be doing is that Edjupovic, he's got about 6 minutes remaining to hit that 12 minutes. So I imagine close to that 6 minutes, they're going to put Edjupovic in and let him have his rhythm for 6 minutes in a row. We'll see if it does come down to that 73 to 68.
JY, it's interesting you said that in listening to Coach Rachi, Ben Locke, and of course El Popo all talking strategy in between the bolts. They were discussing whether El Popo should come back out and start this second bolt, but because we see Ben Locke playing so well, he's in a nice little rhythm here. He's got the 12 points. They decided to stick with him, but you're exactly right. The thought would be, let him ride this hot hand, and then you go to El Popo to close out the bolt. What a point there by Ben Locke.
Oh my
goodness gracious.
Yeah, Murgit there. That ball was going wide. He went for the +2 and paid the price. Point goes the other way for the Smash. Risky defense in this +2 format of Intense, but good movement by the big man. 2 points in a row, and the energy by both squads whenever they win a point is through the roof.
That's what it takes. And at the end of the day, the point of this league is to bring a different view of tennis, to see fans screaming, to see teammates engaged and just having fun and all focused on one person on the court, unlike college tennis where you're all sprawled out. And you just want them to have fun, and this is what they are having right now.
Coach Hamburg and the Sting team pointing out that something is on the court there. You see, that was a little bit of momentum building for the Smash, and sometimes little things like this that can stop it. To see if Locke can regroup, stay focused, 76-69. The bolt is tied 6-6. The Smash need to win. The arc +4 the bolts. The bolts are the 10-minute sessions. The arc is the overall match. 7 minutes remaining in men's singles before we get to all 3 doubles formats. Aguilar takes that return on the rise, forehand inside in. Goes for the volley, +2.
That's absolutely brilliant.
The way he closes the net extremely well. Comes right back, mixing up, drop shot, more like an invitation to the net. Look at the way he closes, hit it.
Great move. Very good move. I think he overran it, actually.
Final points here for Ben Locke coming up as Edjupovic looks to take the court. This is the best Locke has looked the entire season. The confidence it's giving his team has been struggled to come back from that shoulder injury. The Sting have had the energy from start to finish this season. The thing they haven't been able to have is somebody consistently show up and bring that high level of tennis. Right now, they're just trying to hang on because they know with Sansa Scott on the court in doubles, they do a great job. And Edjupovic will take the court, try to finish out men's singles.
It is a fair assumption that El Popo will be out here for the rest of the time. Oh, it's going to be 2 points. No way. And the Sting team goes nuts.
One of the things you rarely see in tennis. That was actually a great lob by Edjupovic. And Aguilar does whatever he can to swing on it, hits the top of the frame, and the backspin off of it, obviously not on purpose, results in a +2 shot, and he gets it back with that!
It slid off the net!
81-73. What a night in front of this sold-out crowd. Off-pace kick serve, Aguilar will get there. Look at this tennis, world class.
And this is the best tennis that you are going to see. This is incredible level.
And Edjupovic, understanding how Aguilar's been serving and volleying when he's been standing really far back, decides to stay forward. Aguilar reads it, jams him in the body. This is the pressure that Aguilar's putting on. Look at the size difference, but no fear. David versus Goliath. Charlie coming forward, trying to play the offense, take the court from Edjupovic. This time he elects to stay back. Edjupovic moves forward, backhand down the line. Sliding into it. Slice-to-slice battle. Who's going to run around and find that forehand first? Edjupovic elects to hit, not easy.
The movement, the intensity, the heart of all of these players tonight. It's inspiring.
Short ball opportunity. Ejipovic inside in. Aguilar reads it. Volley deep. Topspin lob. That's going to drop in. Can he get there? No.
Wow. Unbelievable stuff from Charlie Aguilar.
Smash will call a timeout as the Sting are making a run. Ejipovic tried to keep that approach safe. Good deep lob, but you can see how Aguilar let that ball drop for the topspin lob. See if we can listen into that Smash huddle.
Taking control of the point with shape on the serve. Taking your serve early. Heavy shape, aggressive. You're playing great. You're hitting the ball perfect. It's going to go your way.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Trust me, it gets so...
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Okay, come on.
Who still knows?
Hey!
The ball is inside.
And I just love the teamwork from Team Smash in all of them coaching each other. It's a lot on Sofia Rachi's shoulders, the moment, and same with Natalie Pliskova-Hamburg. The whole team is coming together and putting their best foot forward and helping each other out. It's so good to see.
81-79, Smash maintaining a 2-point lead. But the other important factor for the Sting are up 16-11 in this bolt. 16-12 now. Aguilar served to the wrong side. Ejipovic stayed there. Just made him serve it. Ejipovic turned to serve. Trying to make a run in the overall score, but also in the bolt. Smash need to win in the arc as well as 4 bolts. They've got 2.
Ooh, great depth on the return. Barely missed there.
Big serve down the tee to change things up. Pushing Ejipovic off the back foot. Look at Ejipovic overhating, feeling the pressure that Aguilar. Not the biggest guy out here, but look at the fear he's putting in Ejipovic.
And I wonder if it might be a good switch up to put Ben Locke back in. Locke's been playing really, really well tonight. He's aggressive, but he's not missing quite as much as El Popo is right now.
Yeah, Ejipovic is actually -8 so far on the court. Ben Locke +3. And it's just a clear difference on how to play against Ejipovic, the way they are taking it to him, not allowing him to dictate play, and it's really put him on the back foot, and it'll put him on the bench. Ben Locke will come in. Let's see if he can back up the good start he has. But the problem is now he feels the pressure, as they are now down in the score, down in the bolt, and he overhits the backhand. Good defense, but then Aguilar with the approach down the line. Risky lob that's going to go in. Aguilar just says, you know what? +1. Smart play.
An absolute chess game from Aguilar right now. The movement, the aggression, the way that he's just putting everything on this court. It's incredible.
Final minute and a half of men's singles. Coach Sting will call a timeout.
You just stay tough. Okay, we're in control right now. Stay tough. Okay? Let's go. Stay tough. That's right.
Let's go. Keep working.
Just be solid.
Let's go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I got 4 or 5 2-pointers for nothing. Yeah, it's all good. All good.
Ejipovic still frustrated there, but the Sting doing a great job, and that's why you don't see Coach Hamburg saying anything to her team except let's go, come on, because they got the right strategy and they're executing it very well.
And sometimes less is more. You don't have to put too much information in these players' brains. If things are going well, let them just keep going with that momentum.
Benjamin Locke staying in. The Stinger up by 1. And the Stinger also up in the bolts, 22-14. They can lose tonight. If they win 4 bolts,
they are in as well. So much pressure on the smash. Good backhand there, tied up. Go down 7 in the bolt. And the question you have to ask for them, do they make a big push and risk not just the bolt, but then losing in the overall by playing some reckless tennis? A lot on the line for these teams in this new team format and scoring format in the sport of tennis. Drop shot will bring lock in, approach cross court, point smash.
And it's that pressure that Ben Locke puts when he moves into the net. Causes mistakes from Charlie Aguilar.
A lot of times Ben Locke, it's not like he's hit the most beautiful, perfectly placed approaches, but his big size and presence coming forward and forces the Aguilar misses. Merget comes in quickly. A little bit of chaos there, but he organizes himself into that return. That will do it as far as this bolt goes. Still 20 seconds left for the overall arc score. Forehand down the line, Locke is hanging in there, but Merget's moving him. Then Locke unloads, short ball to come in. Guides that backhand down the line. Angle pass on the line. What a way to finish the bolt. Sting not only take that bolt, but then Maria now 88-87 for the Sting.
Unbelievable stuff and that was all Charlie Aguilar. The way Merget ended there was incredible, but the points that Charlie Aguilar was able to put on the board for his team, unbelievable. Stick around. On the other side of the break, we got doubles.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse. Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long.
I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this, and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on the show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while. But I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant, but we're going to make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
If you live for the game,
then you know Sports Talk isn't a solo act.
it's a debate.
And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app,
Find your favorite local sports radio station,
and use the talkback feature to vent about that blown call.
go crazy over that miracle victory,
And your voice
could be heard next to mine.
or mine
Or ours. This is your chance
to be part of your favorite local sports shows.
and podcast.
Your team,
Your voice,
your network.
the iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Intense is pro tennis built different.
Volley winner. What a night.
It's team-based. It's fast-paced.
Final 20 seconds. All tied up.
See every electric buzzer-beating moment
And that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness.
all month long.
I love tennis, and this is the best tennis I've seen.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
Intense is brought to you by Emory Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of Intense. Back inside a sold-out Intense Arena, the Sting 88-87, the final spot for championship weekend on the line. Make sure July 31st, August 1st, you get your tickets so you can come out and you can watch, but you better get it quick because these tickets are going fast. Only one team will be able to hoist that trophy. What a beautiful piece of artwork that is. Let's take a look at those three teams that are already on their way there. The Inferno clinched the #1 seed last week. Usue Arcanata in that MVP race leading the way for them. And then the Outriders followed up. They joined in after some big-time tennis from Joaquin Benoit and Jiao Xiaolin. And then the Freeze last night, win or go home, and they showed up behind Caruso, Raul Garcia, Fernanda Navarro. And this is what that bracket looks like. The two semifinals on July 31st. And the Inferno and Outriders are waiting to see who they're going to play. And then the championship the night after at 7 p.m. here in Atlanta, Georgia, Intense Arena Assembly Studios. Get your tickets. And Maria now for the smash. They need to win, but also win 4 bolts. The Sting, if they at least win 3 bolts, well, 4 bolts. 4 bolts, yes. Getting better as the season goes on. They're in, even if they lose the arc.
Yes. Both are fighting for 4 bolts, but Smash is also fighting for the entire arc. Right? Good.
Hinajosa and Sasuskaya in on the near side. Delana Hewitt and Riamian on the far side. Both these teams show up really well in these combos. Big backhand down the line, and Hewitt, sorry, Sasuskaya, you're going to see her moving a lot tonight. She's fearless with her poaching. She's not going to stay still there.
We're going to see all 4 of these women moving a lot, especially right now when it counts so much. What a get from Delana Hewitt.
Good reflex by Hinajosa. Hewitt keeps going, but she's ready.
Just love seeing the passion from everybody on these courts tonight. Makes it so exciting for us, too, to just be a part of something so incredible.
Hewitt with the poach, but stood up a little bit too tall, and that ball came low, so could not cut it down. 90-88, 2-1 in that women's doubles bolt. We're going to keep an eye on both scores due to the playoff tiebreakers that are so important. Sasuskaya off the back foot. Hinajosa moves early, +2 smash.
Good eye there. Hinajosa did move early. Good call, JY. Adriana Rayami was all over that.
Forehand inside out. Big shot. Sasuskaya, the All-American from Old Dominion and Texas University. Hinajosa went straight pro from Mexico, though her experience at the Billie Jean King Cup, played a lot of team tennis at the international level. Now here for the Intense League. Big night trying to help her team get into championship weekend next week. Down the line rally with Hewitt. Hewitt will win it.
I think Hinajosa did go to Baylor. I don't think she went straight pro.
Let's check that.
Checking.
Wouldn't be the first time I'm wrong, especially in the last 20 minutes. That forehand inside out goes long. Better movement, but Hewitt hasn't connected with the game. The energy's there, but hasn't found the rhythm.
She did go play for the Bears at Baylor.
There you go. Fact checkers on spot. Forehand down the line. Hinajosa's going to argue that it hit the racket. Not easy to see for Sebastian Nunez because she was turned away, and where that contact would have been, it would have been completely blocked, and you didn't see a big change in trajectory. So Sting aren't happy with that, but that's not an easy call for the umpire.
Oh yeah, very hard to tell there.
Those smash players at the net. Rihanna goes through the gap, but +1.
Smash in the lead here for this 5th bolt.
Big serve, better return. Hewitt with one of her best serves of the night. The Sausage got a great job with the open stance and getting that weight forward. Realman now goes inside out. Deep on the baseline, Hinojosa chooses not to poach. Down the line.
What a pickup from Tanya. Excellent shot.
Final spot in championship weekend on the line with these two teams. The Smash 0-2 to start the season, went to 4-2 coming into the week, had 2 matches where if they won them both, they controlled their destiny. Lost to the last place altitude in a hard-fought arc, but now tonight it is not in full control of their destiny. Stinger on the other side, if they win, they are in.
Both teams needing to win the next 2 out of 3 bolts that need to be played.
We've seen the impact one big bolt has had on the overall score, but now that one big bolt will not matter. The individual bolts will matter extremely. Trying to poach is making the moves, but again, just hasn't translated to great tennis. If you're a coach, you're happy with what she's doing, just waiting for it to come together.
And that's a great move. That's one of those that you really need to just hit it into the ground on the other side. You don't have to hit a big target. You don't even have to hit for 2 points. You just got to make it into the ground.
Good move by Sasutskaya, the read by Hewitt. Good doubles instincts to understand that ball was floating, was probably going to take it to the net person's side. Hewitt started moving early, was able to put that ball back in play. Sting up by 1 in the overall, but 11-11 in the bolt. Keep your eye on both scores. Big body serve.
Wow. Incredible serve.
Coach Hamburg for the Sting will call a timeout.
Energy, because that's what's going to win here. Okay? Right here. Come on. Yes, yes. Okay? Right here. Come on.
We heard let's take them all, and I'm assuming they're talking about all of the middle balls. Just jump in there, take every single ball. That is, in fact, what is going to win here tonight.
The dangerous part, I think, for the Sting is that Hewitt's not playing well, but she is locked in.
Yes. If
she connects even a little bit, the +2s that she's going to start racking up.
It is scary that this is Hewitt not playing well. Yeah. They certainly do not want to see her playing well.
4.5 minutes remaining before men's doubles and mixed doubles to finish. Hewitt lines up, serve out wide. Just misses wide, +1 smash. They take the overall lead at 100-99. Huge serve, Realme just taps it over. Couldn't get ready. That was there to do more.
I think she was wrong-footed there. I think she would have liked to take that back and move forward as she hit the volley. But great return there from Hewitt.
Movement by Sasutskaya, closing hard. I think if you're Hewitt, once that ball passes you, you got to pay attention to your opponent that is at the net. If you see him closing hard, that means they sense a poach. You got to start backing up before the ball starts being hit. Overhead opportunity, +1.
If your partner hits a deep ball, you got to get closer to the net and closer to the middle, no matter what. And you need to expect that your opponents are going to do the exact same things. What an overhead there from Realme.
Down the line, great reflex by Sasutskaya. Goes deep back to Hinojosa. Through the middle. There she moves off the frame. Hewitt gets there, inside in, touches. 101 in the overall, 16-13 in this bolt. They need to win 2 more bolts plus the arc to get into championship weekend. Hewitt with the big serve out wide, gone there so much that Sasha Sky is now ready for it. Great poach by Hinojosa. Riami couldn't read it and react.
Riami's got to get closer to the net here.
And as you said that, she closed hard, and look how Sasha Sky had to go for too much there.
Exactly. It's just being imposing and putting that pressure, even if it's just with your body.
Great kick serve. Slice. Hinojosa will be forced to come in down the line on the chip. Very tricky to try to sneak that down the line. 2 minutes remaining. 105-103, 18-15 in the bolt. Right at Hewitt, she's ready, plus 2.
Make that 107-103. (108-103), 21-15 in the bolt. The Sting have 3 timeouts. Still a lot of tennis, but you wonder, do they call a timeout and go for this bolt or not? You can see her close. Every time she closes that hard, she is looking for it. You got to look to lob them when you see it, but it's tough. She times it so well that Riami drops her head. She can't see it. That's excellent. That's exactly the move. Again, you got to just go sometimes.
Now it's the opposite. Now you have to wonder, is Coach Rachi going to call a timeout as the Sting are gaining some momentum? Riami inside out, Sasha Sky with another poach. This time she can't get there. Riami comes in, the pressure's in. There's the lob as they close on the back line. Plus 2, they tied up the bolt and take the lead in the overall. .35 seconds remaining. Will Coach Rachi call a timeout? Overhits it. They take the lead in the bolt. Here's that replay. Ball drops.
Wow, barely in.
Can't expect umpire to overrule that. Beautiful shot by the Sting. Huge point right now by the Smash. Cross-court rally. Riami's just not going. She's got to take that out. Do you call a timeout and go for a winner on this or no? They're going to let the clock run out. They're going to lose the bolt. That's going to be huge. We got to wonder if that decision is going to matter later on. They're close in the overall, but now they need to win the next 2 bolts plus the arc. Huge pressure on the Smash. Sting are looking good. When we come back, men's doubles and mixed doubles to finish.
If you live for the game,
then you know Sports Talk isn't a solo act.
it's a debate.
And with the iHeartRadio app, everyone gets a say.
Just open up the app.
Find your favorite local sports radio station.
And use the talkback feature to vent about that blown call.
Go crazy over that miracle victory. And your voice could be heard next to mine.
Or mine.
Or ours. This is your chance
To be part of your favorite local sports shows
and podcasts.
Your team,
Your voice.
your network.
The iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Inside the Intense Arena, 111-108, the Sting. They have everything going right for them right now. The Smash are just trying to find a way. Final championship spot weekend is on the line. That final women's bolt was huge for them. And Aguilar coming up big in a massive moment, taking it to Edjupovic, one of the MVP candidates for the men. But it looked like Aguilar was the MVP. +5 in the plus minus with top spin shot winners like that. He's bringing it back now into doubles with Finn Aguilar. And now if the Sting, if they win this bolt, regardless of how the rest of the arc finishes, they are in championship weekend.
So guys, we were talking about the coaching up that these teammates are doing with one another and also encouraging naturally, and we saw just now incorrect side for Charlie serving, and he is very upset. I can understand why, but as good as he was in singles, of course, 28 points at the end of those men's bolts. Now the smash trying to get it figured out. All I wanted to say was I really thought Finn said it best when he went over to his teammate Charlie and said, that was a joy. That was a joy to watch, partner, a joy to watch, and it was a little more colorful than that, but you understand where I'm headed. And this has been a joy to watch tonight.
Big joy to watch, an incredible moment for the league, for the fans, getting to experience what this format can do when everything comes down to the final one. Big moment for both teams. Bushimuka with the massive serve. Aguilar giving up some free points. Edjapovic gets there, and Aguilar will get it back with the +2.
And again, like we just saw for the women, a couple not moving mistakes caused the bolt to not go the Smash's way. So here for the men, they need to learn that lesson. They need to move as much as possible, especially when you have the serve of El Popo and Bushimuka.
And the Smash, they have to win these 10 minutes. They have to, if not, they are eliminated from championship weekend. So everything is coming in to these next 8.5 minutes. Murga Aguilar and on the near side for the Sting. Winning Bushimuka, Elmo Edjapovic on the far side. Wow, +2 winner for the Smash. And that's something I'm going to be wondering about with how much Aguilar moves and Murga does as well at the net. With Edjapovic standing so far back, they had a little bit of extra time to read where he's returning. Great reflex by Aguilar. Bushimuka, a couple of nights ago, did not have great reflex volleys. It cost him in the mixed doubles. Big one there.
No way, it dropped in. Got a lot of those tonight.
That was in a tricky spot. Murga decided to let it go, and it drops in +2. Aguilar with the big return right at him. Edjapovic moving.
Excellent move from El Popo. That is exactly what they need to win. There is no other option.
117, 116 in the overall, 9-5 in this bolt. Big kick, Aguilar on the rise. Edjapovic with the move. The hands is there. +2 again.
That's exactly it. That's being close to the net.
Coach Hamburg, timeout. Maria, this is why you stand so close to the net. Fast reflexes, didn't hit a clean shot, but just by putting a racket on top, incredible world-class reactions.
All in, come on.
Let's go, boys.
We've seen coaches tonight be a lot shorter, simpler, and more motivational than anything tonight.
Well, and to me, it seems pretty clear that both teams' mentality was to be as aggressive as possible, and they absolutely are. So there's no need to put too much else in their brains. Just keep telling them, keep going, believe, believe, believe.
Players are ready, 119, 116, 11-5 in the bolt. Bushimuka, arguably the biggest serve in the Intense League this season. Not just with the pace, but the spin. So difficult to get it back in play. It's why he's been so successful in doubles and mixed doubles. Played limited minutes in singles, but dominates when he's in the court in doubles. High formation by Sting. Aguilar down low, fakes the left, forces the return miss. And Edjapovic this time does decide to move forward. Volley off the net, rips it back. Bushimuka reflex. Murga gets there. Top spin lob. just long.
And what a lob. What a smart play. That is 100% exactly what he had to do. Just missed it. Unlucky.
He read it right. They closed hard, saw the opening, just couldn't get there. 121-118, 13-7. Off-pace kick serve. Aguilar will move around, find the forehand. Bushimuka with the move. This might be the most poaching we've seen from any team this season.
It's the only way. The hands from Bushimuka and the reaction so quick. Presence at that net is insane and goes for that two-pointer, and he gets it.
Aguilar trying to argue that it was a touch, but I didn't see it change the trajectory. 124-118, 16-7 in this men's doubles bolt. The Smash need to win the next two bolts and the arc to get the championship weekend. If the Sting, they don't need to win the overall. If they just win the next 5.5 minutes, they're in, but 16-8. You got to wonder, is Edjupovic going to change up his serve with his pace? The Sting are reading it well. There it merges with the poach. High formation again, jamming in the body extremely well.
And you see the shift in energy too from Mertz. He's screaming every single point.
Risky to go big out wide to the Edjupovic forehand. He wasn't standing at the fence. Comfortable return down to the feet. 5 minutes remaining in men's doubles. Season on the line for the Smash. That time, Edjupovic couldn't react fast enough to bring it down. Good move by Aguilar. Edjupovic was there. I think he thought that was going long. One serve only off the net, point for the Smash. Continue to look at that individual bolt score, the 18-13. The overall will only come into play if the Smash win this bolt. So they have to win it. The Sting win this bolt, they are in championship weekend. Merget comes forward and is getting a little bit reckless, too much energy, overplaying.
He stood up too soon, I think. He didn't have his legs low through the whole finishing of that shot.
Off-pace kicks her, but the Sting have been doing an incredible job on that off-pace. When is Edjupovic going to put a little bit more pace on that serve and try to jam him in the body and change it up? 19-14. Block two!
No freaking way.
Look at the way he takes this on the ride. Times it extremely well before it gets above his shoulder. Bushimuka, great serve. Aguilar merged it back.
This is craziness.
21-16. Mertz will go back. Where is he going to serve Edjupovic? Goes right back at the backhand. Finally gets a miss. 21-17. 3 minutes remaining. Good kick serve down the line. Mertz catches it late. There goes a little bit more body, but Bushimuka got caught looking for the middle. Great redirect by Merget. Bushimuka stands really far back, and this time was able to put it in play, but it gave Merget the time to poach. 22-19, coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this bolt. Big into the forehand, great return. Bushimuka too far back.
And he wanted to go for it. I think he just realized a little bit too late.
Through the Smash call a timeout, they elected not to do that in the women's doubles. Maybe it cost them the bolt. The Sting are moving forward. They're 1 point away from tying up this bolt.
And she just called that.
It's okay. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to go for so much. Even enough with these guys because they can't handle the pace. Okay? Play smart, clean up the sloppiness, the missed returns, the big things, big targets. Let's go, let's close this. Final 2 minutes, all in. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good energy.
This is why these final 2 minutes are so important. In the East, the Freeze are already in. For them, it's just a matter if they're the first seed or the second seed. The Sting and the Smash, they're the ones playing for that final spot to get in. Inferno and Outriders are already in as well. So final arc of the season, final spot remaining. Two of the best teams going at it. But for the Smash, they need to win this bolt just to stay alive. The Sting, they win this bolt, they are automatically in due to the tiebreakers. Juan Carlos Aguilar, U.S. Open Junior Doubles champion, is in on the court with Finn Merget from the Auburn Tigers. Elmar Ejipovic, the German, in with William Bushamuka. 23-21, that timeout. Great time to use it. Ruin the momentum fault from the Sting.
El Popo's so close to the net here and so low. Great serve from Bushamuka.
2 points in a row since that timeout by the Smash. 24-21, minute and a half remaining. Season's on the line for the Smash. Big there, Ejipovic couldn't get his racket in time. Merget a little calmer this time going up. Deep breath, lines it up, high formation, Bushamuka cross, down the line, +2, they tied up the ball. High IQ play to take that backhand volley inside out, understanding Ejipovic was looking to move. Bushamuka goes down the line, forces it to come on by the Sting. They're up by 1.
Coach Natalie saying, take your time. She will run down every single second here. They need to win these 37 seconds to qualify for the playoffs.
2-point lead. Do the Bushamuka returns? Do they go for the winner or do they play for the one and then go to the serve? Great return. Unlucky. That ball was so close to the net. Aguilar had to be careful to not touch the net. Now they're still up by 1. 15 seconds. Ejipovic will not run the clock and take his time because they do not want to tie. The reflex, it goes out.
No way.
They got to go quick. They cannot afford a tie. They need to go after it. Final point. Season on the line. Ejipovic to serve. Aguilar to return. Big body. Down low. The reflex. The lob goes up. Ejipovic will cover. The topspin lob. Gonna go at it. And that's gonna do it for the Sting. The arc will stay alive, but the Sting, by winning that bolt, will take the playoff spot.
You've got to be kidding. That was unbelievable. What a point.
The arc is still on the line, but what a moment for the Sting, Maria.
And you see the absolute explosion from that sideline, and well-deserved. What an overhead from Charlie Aguilar. He's been on top of it all night. He has been incredible, by far the MVP of the night. And they are now officially in the playoffs, but we still got one more mixed doubles bowl to play, and you do not want to miss it. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Sold out crowd and rocking here inside the Intense Arena. Sting 139-134. But more importantly was that final bolt victory. victory. They are now going to be in championship weekend. What we will find out after these next 10 minutes will be what their seeding will be. They're in alongside the Freeze, so those are our 4 teams: Inferno, Outriders, Freeze, Sting. But the seeding will be determined after these 10 minutes. The Sting are out, but they still have prize money to play for, and then they can play for the seeding for the Sting. 10 minutes remaining, mixed doubles. Juan Carlos Aguilar, Tanya Sansu-Sky on the near side. Delaney Hewitt, Pushamukin on the far side. Best mixed doubles team so far in this season, trying to steal the win for the Smash. Reflex by Sansu-Sky. They keep rolling.
Sansu-Sky and Aguilar are not far behind this Delena and Bushimuka team. They are one of the best mixed doubles pairs in the league as well. And because of that, because of the way that Charlie can set tee up at the net, just move and be so fearless.
9.5 minutes, Sting up 141-135. Bushimuka, massive kick serve. Sansu-Sky takes it on the rise. +2 smash. Great return out wide. Bushimuka goes through the middle. Safe play, 141-138. 9 minutes remaining.
And love to see the energy that they have right now. It's so good.
Big into the body. And that was one of those things we did not see Dubrovic use enough. Too many of his serves are having that same off-speed kick. So a lot of good height on it, but at some point, you know, world-class players, they get in the rhythm of it, and they start returning very well. We never saw him change up his serve enough.
Charlie so close to that net. Softer serve from Tanya, but great base on that first ball from Bushimuka.
Smart read by Aguilar. Sansu-Sky got that ball down low, saw it at the feet, and knew he had a great opportunity to approach. Bushimuka just had to do too much with it. Aguilar waiting to move. Bushimuka is as well. Who's going to win this cross-court rally? That's the presence at the net. Hewitt just sometimes had to go at him because he thought he was going to move. Surprise her by Sting. +2. Sting up by 6. Up by 7 now.
And that's excellent from Sting, especially when they know what they just clinched, to still be as motivated to be playing this level of tennis. Excellent job, Team Sting. Wow.
The fast hand from Aguilar. Huge return by Bushimuka. Look how he's ready. That's how he won the U.S. Open Doubles Junior Championship. And here, she got caught moving a little bit too early. Sansu-Sky with the backhand down the line, and a timeout by the Smash. Sting have moved this up to an 11-point lead. Their biggest of the night with Sansu-Sky and Aguilar in. Sansu-Sky, what an incredible job that she has done this season. When she hasn't had great singles performances, she's been so mentally tough to come back and be fearless in doubles and really help seal some big-time wins for her team.
And every single win that they've had, maybe she hasn't started the night well, but she's ended it well. And again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And she's finished off so strong every single win that they've had.
Aguilar with the poach, Hewitt, reflex back. Sansu-Sky there, closed by Bushimuka. +2 will get them within 9. Under 7 minutes. Final arc of the season for the Smash. The Sting will still come back next weekend. The money's on the line, though, as there's prize money every time these teams come out to win. 150-142. Smash bringing that energy back up from the sideline. Ejupovic urging them on. Block as well. Riami, Stais, Tiffany Chen trying to get Busamuka and Hewitt over the line.
That's that movement that we need to see. Excellent job, Busamuka.
Coach Hamburg will call a timeout as the Smash have won 6 in a row.
Just ride the wave. We're good. Okay, let's go. Keep committing to your shots. Okay, let's go.
Quick timeout just to ruin some momentum. Team doing a good job, but some good tennis from the Smash.
And they're in a great spot, but again, they want to take the rest of this arc. Good time to just slow things down. Emotions are running high. Let them take a breather. A lot of the time, it's just great to towel off for a second.
You know, guys, like the slam dunk in basketball, the home run in baseball, I'll tell you what, that overhead slam got this crowd going bananas. That's the kind of thing I've found so much joy in watching this crowd come alive tonight. Stepping in, you can tell probably a lot of people for the first time taking this in. And because of the energy these two teams have provided tonight, now everybody is out of their seats, screaming, using their noisemakers, all the things. And lastly, El Popo over here telling his team, you know, 6 minutes, guys, 6 minutes, we leave it all on the line. So that's what he's asking of these two, and we'll see what they can do here in the final 5.5, if you will.
Well, Aguilar let him know that there's also a team on the other side of the court that is also playing for the final 6 minutes. He came back out of that timeout with the return winner down the line. The Sting are now up 8. Hewitt goes down the line, but even then, Katsushkai was there. They're up 9 very quickly.
And everybody is, in fact, up out of their seats, including us. It's hard to sit down right now when things are just so exciting.
Busamuka just been struggling on the return side from there. I know his serve is so powerful, you cannot take him out, but just only put a few more returns in play. Sometimes just go for the lob, just get in there because the net players are so close. The hands by Aguilar, off the net reflex and in, that's insanity.
Just absolute work of art that Charlie Aguilar has been tonight. It's just so, so good.
Just like that, from the Sting being up by 5, they're up by 13 in what felt like a few seconds. Smash still have one timeout that they can use. You should look at hitting the ball in the center of the racket. It's like Hewitt earlier tonight. Just hasn't connected enough for it to go in to matter. Aguilar comes in, and the way he's been reading that, how many times he got Ejupovic on that earlier in the men's doubles, gets Busamuka in, got him closing the middle the wrong way.
Such a good close by T there. El Popo just putting his heart and soul into this team for Team Smash. Good to see them leaving it all out here.
163-146. Do the Smash have one final run left in them? If they do, it needs to start now. And if they're going to do it, it's with Busamuka serving. Can Hewitt clean up? Aguilar goes there. Hewitt tries to clean up. +1, that's a start.
She's backing up while that came to her, though. She needs to move forward.
Her initial vision of the ball was that it was going to be higher, maybe a lob, so she backed up and just stood up too tall to hit that angle volley. Finally connects on a return. Within 15, final 3 minutes. Will the Sting be the 1 seed or the 2 seed? Or would the Smash be able to seal one final victory and get some extra prize money for them? Aguilar with the inside-out return. Closes hard. Volley goes deep. Sasha Sky couldn't get her feet in position.
Just love how composed Tanya and Charlie are right now. That's why they've been able to produce such good tennis, and Charlie actually yelled no to let that go out, but Tanya said yes and got that 2-pointer.
Showing why she's an All-American, bringing that here to Team Sting, why she was the #1 draft pick, and why you keep her in, even if she's not doing great in singles. She's been a double star and a leader for them. Big serve, there's going to be a +2. 167, 152. Bushimuka serves again to Aguilar. He'll close in hard. 168, 152. 2 minutos.
Aguilar is just returning so incredibly well off of that Bushimuka serve.
Aguilar returned down the line. Caught Bushimuka again.
Dos puntos? Is that what it is?
2 minutos.
I know, but points. What's points?
Puntos, yeah.
Exactly.
Ah, okay, I see. 170, 154, minute 10 left. 170, 155. Bushimuka playing fast as the clock is rolling down. Went for the serve, clipped the back line. Gluskoda, Aguilar could not believe it. He goes big again. This ball is going to go in. Overhead, overhits it. And that will seal it. Sasha Sky and Aguilar would take their time. They will lock in that first seed to take on the Outriders on July 31st. Inferno, they'll be taking on the Freeze. And the Sting will take a timeout. And this has just got to be for a little bit of celebration.
Unbelievable. You guys are fucking champions. Unbelievable. Finish this short. Do it together. Do it together. Do it together. 1, 2, 3.
I love that.
Fired up there for these final 30 seconds.
I like that pre-celebration celebration.
Bushimuka and Hewitt, they're just going to have to sit there and wait this out. They play hard through the finish, but not much they can do. It's going to be over. The Sting locking in the first seed. An incredible, hard-fought performance. 33-22 in this final mixed doubles bolt. 29 seconds, 172, 156 in the overall. Full team effort from top to bottom.
Down to 18 seconds here. All the glory for Team Sting. And a little bit of extra glory with that 2-pointer. And there it is.
Throwing some spice on that final point. What a way to wrap up the regular season for the Sting. A big-time win. Top to bottom, an entire team effort. As we look at tonight's prize money powered by Payment Labs, $9,000 to go along with that first seed. Maria, incredible effort by them.
Well, this was the best arc that we've seen all season. This is the one we were most excited for. Last arc of the regular season. And talk about coming out and giving your all from both of these teams. But insane effort from Team Sting. They played unbelievable.
And we have to go to Charlie Aguilar. He's our Solaris lock-in play. The energy that he brought from start to finish, plus 11.5 on the night. And it was amazing that everybody was looking at Ejupovic and his offense and his production, yet it was Aguilar that came out swinging immediately. And then he took that energy into the doubles, and he really led the way in just a world-class performance by him to help lock in that #1 seed for his team. Finn Murgett alongside him in the doubles as well. That 1-2 combo, and then when Sasskaya comes in for the doubles and the mixed doubles, has really helped them become not just the #1 seed in that conference, but in the league as we go into championship weekend. And Sasskaya, she's going to be getting ready with Kelly Cross. She's at big-time celebrations right now. The entire fan base that was there behind him. Charlie Aguilar as well, Emma Burgich from Team Altitude there, and there she is. She'll get ready there with Kelly to give her final thoughts on an incredible moment.
Tatiana wanted Charlie to be involved with this one as well, and I said, well, we got him before this started, and she goes, okay, I'll do it. Girl, that was as much emotion as I'd seen from you. I mean, from start to finish, what were you feeling throughout this arc tonight?
Honestly, I personally did feel the pressure. I was very nervous. What really helped is being around my team. Once we got all together, once we got into warm-up before the matches, I was like, I trust every single person in the circle. I'm ready for a war with them. I was just super excited to be here. Still, I was extremely nervous, but when I got on the court with Charlie for mixed doubles, I knew that we got it. If it's us, we got it.
I heard Coach Nat in the huddle right there at the end, how proud she is of you. Off to the playoffs you go. How proud of this team are you?
So repeat the question.
How proud are you of what this team has accomplished this season?
I'm just super excited to spend another week with this group. Just the thought of this being over was heartbreaking, so I tried not to think about that, but I'm just super grateful for this team, for this coach, for everything that we built in this short 8 weeks. Very excited for playoff. Job is not done. Stin won the conference. Stin is first seed. Stin is going to go all the way for the ship.
So great. That emotion, I can feed off that energy, but I am glad you talk about what they have built here, because you were part of the inaugural season. To play in front of this arena and this crowd tonight, it's unlike anything we saw a year ago. How was it for you tonight to be here, to feel this, and to know where this is headed?
Just super proud of Intense, of all the people, all the staff that's here every day working behind the scenes, because yeah, people see us playing tennis here, but we're just super lucky and grateful to be in this arena, to have this opportunity to compete, to get financially compensated greatly, better than anywhere in professional tennis at this moment for players of this level. Just very grateful for every single person who's not in front of the camera, who's not on the court, because we would never be here if not for them.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We are so excited for you. Congratulations, and we'll see you next weekend.
Thank you. Go Sting.
Thank you, Kelly and Tanya, as we get to take a look at that championship bracket. Now that we know what it looks like, July 31st, the semifinals will be there. Inferno with the 1 seed, they'll take on the Freeze. The Sting, they lock in their #1 seed, will take on the 2nd seed from the West, Outriders. The winners of that will come back the next night at 7 p.m. to play the championship. This thing so far, we'll come back after the break to talk about them some more, but what a start and finish to the entire night. A huge moment in focus and resiliency with a big push by the Smash, but wasn't enough for this true team effort. We'll be back to recap everything.
Taller? That way I'm closer to the mic, or?
Just what you were doing. You're looking at him.
Okay.
We don't exist.
What are you talking?
Get like a little bit.
Yeah. Coming in. Yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm on 10 again. State your name.
I'm Raul Garcia. I'm from Bolivia. I've been playing tennis since I was 4 years old. My grandpa was a tennis coach. My grandma played tennis her whole life. Funny enough, my grandpa was the one that coached my grandma. That's how they met each other. I was born with the tennis racket, basically. My dad was a professional football player. When I was like 10, all the way to like 14, I was combining tennis with football. And then my dad was like, okay, you need to pick one. If you want to be good at it, you have to lock in with one. And I chose tennis for sure, because I felt like I was better competitive. My parents, they sent me to China when I was 14 years old by myself for 6 months to train. That was tough for sure. I remember the first day I got there, I called my mom, being like, Mom, I don't want to be here. Like I started crying. I'm like, Mom, what am I doing here? It's just such a different culture. Just everything. And for me, it was a shock. I had some great results when I was 16 years old. My plan at the beginning was to play professional, go straight to the tour and just start playing tournaments. But COVID hit in 2020, right after I graduated from high school. So I was, doing nothing for such a long time, for a few months. I did more research on college. So I moved to the States when I was 18 for college. Being a freshman, you gotta get used to having a teammate, cheering for them, even though you don't play, maybe you do play. That taught me a lot for sure, and it helped me moving forward. And now playing Intense is just easier because I know how it works. It's been fun, actually.
Ain't hungry, I'm starving.
I love eating.
What's your favorite food from Bolivia?
I have so many. It's called majadito, which is eggs, rice, plantain, and shredded meat. It's the best thing for me. And I like traveling a lot too. I don't like going on vacation, just stay still, just do nothing. I just go back from Switzerland and we were hiking there every day. We were always doing something. My girlfriend made me try fondue, which I think was my favorite. It was super good.
I got the feeling we taking it all the way.
So I've known Charlie since I was like 18. We're both from Bolivia.
This is a unique moment for both of them in the country, and they got some history together.
I like him. He's a good friend of mine. But then when I saw that I was getting into his head after talking more to him and stuff like that, I saw that he wasn't feeling himself. I was like, okay, this is time to keep pushing, keep doing the same thing, because we were winning and we actually won by a lot of points, and it worked.
Another +2 for Garcia. He just got ice in his veins tonight.
They're just feeding off of each other's energy right now.
I never felt that pressure before. Like, I wanted to beat him so badly. I forgot that he played for a team. I just wanted to beat him. It's just different. You always want to be your friend. I love to talk, but I think I went over, the top on that arc. It's just more entertaining for the fans also, They have fun when we're going at it with the players. So, yeah.
This is pro tennis built different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
Welcome back inside the Intense Arena. The Sting 175-176. What an incredible performance we saw by both teams. At the end, the Sting started to run away with it, but with everything on the line, what these two teams brought to the table was incredible. But now, regular season done. Sting, Freeze, first and second in the East. It's official. West, Inferno, and Outriders are there. So we are locked in for July 31st and August 1st. And for us, Maria, that was incredible.
I am at a loss for words. We had so much fun and just so proud of both of these teams, but all of the teams this season, they had so much fun. We had so much fun, and we're just so proud of all of them. We're proud of each other with sticking by them and helping them out as much as we can, and just an honor to watch them, and even more excited for the playoffs. We got 4 teams, 4 incredible teams. We're going to see some good tennis.
Yeah, a big night from Juan Carlos Aguilar to help the Sting lock in that #1 seed. They'll be playing against the Outriders, the 2 seed from the rest. On the other side, Inferno versus the Freeze. The winners from that will come back August 1st. Make sure you get your tickets before we get sold out. We've been sold out a lot of times this season. You can bet on that big weekend. We're going to be selling out pretty quick. So for all of us here, Jay Wyabona, Maria Mateus, Kelly Kroll, everybody in the production crew, thank you for watching one of the best performances we've seen the entire season. The regular season is done, but we are not. We will be back next week. Friday, July 31st, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. The final, Saturday, August 1st at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching, but we will see you next week.